the fact that it was charged as a misdemeanor is an issue for Kim Worthy. That's an issue for Kim Worthy. But it was charged as a misdemeanor. But let me just indicate, we can't use alcoholism and drugs as a reason why we're being derogatory towards a person. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. What's in my heart is what comes out of my mouth. If I'm under the influence of narcotics, I'm not going to start calling you names because that's not what's in my heart. That's not what's down on the inside of me. If I'm drunk, if somebody, because I'm never going to be drunk voluntarily. So if y'all see me drunk, know somebody put something in my drink and call the police. That's what I'm telling you. Okay. So I'm never going to be drunk voluntarily. But if somebody causes me to get drunk, I'm not going to start calling them names. I'm not going to start using racial slurs and demeaning terms, because that's not what's in my heart. So I can't change a person's heart on probation. I can't. We try to change lives in courtroom 339, but it's nothing I can do about what's in the abundance of your heart. But I hope that your road to sobriety and the things that you will learn in the 12-step program, I hope those things will change your heart. Because if you're admitting to saying racial things towards Mr. Gray during this situation, that's what's in your heart. That's out of the abundance of the heart. The mouth is speaking. As we think, that's who we are. Things we thinking about, that's who we are. So those are things court can't change, but life experience can change, right? So I just hope that you never find yourself in this situation again, Mr. Knutson and Mr. Gray. I hope you never find yourself in this situation again. I can't apologize for Mr. Knutson, and I don't know if you accept his apology, but I don't believe anyone should go through those types of situations. And I don't know what I would do if someone was hurling racial slurs towards me. I don't know what I would do. So it appears that Mr. Gray did take the high road. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. Only the two of you really know what happened. And even in that, the two of you knowing what happened, your perspectives are different. Your perspectives are different. Somebody might have said something and you took it one way and they meant it another way. So people's perspectives are different. So just remember that going forward in life. But I do just want to make clear that probation is the alternative to jail. Jail is definitely the alternative to the probation. And therefore, I am expecting you to complete the terms and conditions of your probation. I'm going to give you a halfway review date. And if you have completed the terms and conditions on this date that I'm going to give you, you will be eligible for early discharge. Eligible for early discharge. Eligible for early discharge. That doesn't mean it's going to be, but you're eligible. So if we haven't had to pull teeth and do whatever, then you may get the early discharge if you have completed the terms and conditions of the probation. 1, 2, 3, 4. The halfway point is February. Let's go with February the 23rd, 2024 at 10 o'clock a.m. Now that's when you come to see me, Mr. Knutson, but please understand that you're obligated to check in with probation on a monthly basis. You're obligated to check in with probation on a monthly basis. Sir, we are going to mail a copy of the court's order to the Asheville, strike that, to the Spears Street address. Probation is going to contact you at the phone number ending in 7151. Ending in 7151. Again, I'm going to state, I don't know whose windows were busted out, but that was not a part of the request. Or, I mean, they mentioned some windows being busted out in the precinct's report, but no one attached ownership to that, or nor requested any restitution for that. So right now the court has set restitution at 0. Anything further for the court?
Judge, just very quickly, there's an anger management 12 weeks off.
Oh, I apologize, and I'm so glad you said it verbally, because I would have been fussing at him about that anger management because I checked it on my paper, but obviously I didn't say it out of my mouth. So yes, Mr. Knutson also has to attend 12 weeks of anger management, and I don't know if eBay is still doing their anger management virtually. So this is what I want my order to reflect. I want him to do the anger management with Mr. Rice's program through eBay. That's what I want. But if Mr. Rice is no longer doing his classes virtually, then probation can work with Mr. Knutson to find an anger management program in North Carolina that is acceptable to 36th District Court. So it has to be approved. You can't just go do your own, because let's be clear, other than Mr. Rice's program, other than Mr. Rice's eBay program that I know works and that I know he actually is conducting, that's the only program I allow online right now. That's the only virtual program I allow. So you can't go sign up for some online anger management. I'm not going to accept it. It has to only be Mr. Rice through eBay, and then another program that is approved by 36th District Court that kind of follows along with what Mr. Rice does. The program has to be 12 sessions, not one 12-hour course. When you're doing anger management, you have to go to the class, get some information, and then see how that works out in the real world, then come back to the class and talk about it. That's how anger management works. Okay, but thank you for saying it out loud, saying it, because I clearly hadn't said that as a part of my order, and I had written it down.
And Judge, finally, there's a 771 that looks like he's eligible.
Yes, and I will sentence him under the delayed sentence statute.
Thank you again, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Anything further?
No, thank you, Judge.
All right. Then we're all set. Mr. Gray, have a great day. And Mr. Gray, I'm going to say to you, I can clearly see you're angry, and I might be too. So I'm not indicating that you don't have a right to be, but I just want you to work on that anger, because it brings so much devastation on the body. Anger does. Anger and a lot of stuff. And so don't get a hernia being mad at Mr. Knudsen or the police and stuff. Don't do that. Your family needs you. You're working out there. You're trying to take care of your family. If you feel a way about this, again, I know you said you wrote a letter to the police, but perhaps a letter to Kim Worthy would be appropriate, even though we've already done the sentencing, so that she could be aware of your feelings. Okay. All right. Everybody have a great. Oh, you're talking, but you're not unmuted. You're muted, Mr. Gray. That's okay. You're good. All right. Have a great day. Stay safe.
Thank you, Judge. You too.